Everyone. We are the Group 2 reporters. We will discuss about the uh, rules of evidence or the DNA evidence. My part of this report is the section 1, all about the scope. Kung mo yung tanga scope, it is the boundaries, what is covered by these rules, or it is also defines what is included and excluded in this rule. Uh, Section 1, scope. This rule shall apply whenever gain evidence as defined in Section 3 hereof is offered, used, or proposed to be offered or used as evidence in all criminal and civil action as well as special proceedings. This rule applies uh, whenever ano sa tawagan ni? Whenever DNA evidence is presented, used, or intended to be used any cases uh, in any cases like criminal cases, civil action, as well as in special proceedings. And including ani ng mga cases, situation kay like criminal cases, paternity cases, and inheritance disputes, and any legal uh, matters or any legal matters where DNA evidence ka relevant siya. And this rule po, uh, it explain how DNA evidence should be handled, ensuring it is properly admitted, and it covers all types of legal actions, not specifying criminal cases, not specifying any cases, not just uh, not just criminal cases, but including civil action as well as special proceedings. Maura to. Then, thank you. Let's move to section 2 that will discuss sa mga asa ako mga kauban.
Rule on DNA Evidence Section 2. Application of other rules on evidence in all matters not specifically covered by this rule. The rule of court and other pertinent provision of law on evidence shall apply. So meaning is this statement in all matters not specifically covered by this rule. The rule of the court and other pertinent provision of law on evidence shall apply is a common provision in rule on evidence, including those related to electronic and DNA evidence. It means that if a specific question about evidence is not addressed in a particular rule, like the rule on electronic evidence, evidence or DNA evidence, then the general rules of court and other relevant laws on evidence will be used to determine how to handle the specific situation.
Section 3, Definition of Terms. For purposes of these rules, the following terms shall be defined as follows. Biological sample means any organic material originating from a person's body, even found if in inanimate objects that is susceptible to DNA testing. This includes blood, saliva, and other body fluids, tissues, hairs, and bones. Next, DNA means deoxyribonucleic acid, which is the chain of molecules found in every nucleated cell of the body. The totality of an individual's DNA is unique for the individual except for by identical twins. Next, DNA evidence constitute the totality of the DNA profiles, results, and other genetic information directly generated from DNA testing of biological samples.
profile means genetic information derived from DNA testing of a biological sample obtained from a person, which biological sample is clearly identifiable as originating from person. DNA testing means verified and credible scientific method which include the extraction of DNA from biological sample, the generation of DNA profile, and the comparison of the information obtained from the DNA testing of biological sample of the purpose of determining with reasonable certainty whether or not the DNA obtained from two or more distinct biological samples originate from the same person, direct identification, or if the biological sample originate from related person, kinship analysis. Probability of parentage means the numerical estimate for the likelihood of parentage of a putative parent compared with the probability of a random match of two unrelated individuals in a given population.
Section 4 Application for DNA Testing Order. The appropriate court may at any time either motu proprio or an application of any person who has legal interest in the matter in litigation order a DNA testing. Such order shall issue after due hearing and notice to the parties upon a showing of the following. First, biological sample exists that is relevant to the case. Biological sample help identify a suspect or victim through DNA testing. Common examples of biological samples include the blood, semen, hair with root, and skin cells like from fingernails or on clothing. The biological sample was not previously subjected to the type of DNA testing now requested or was previously subjected to DNA testing, but the results may require confirmation for good reasons. The DNA testing uses a scientifically valid technique, means that the method used to analyze DNA sample is reliable, accurate, and accepted by the scientific and legal community. The DNA testing has the scientific potential or produce new information that is relevant to the proper resolution of the case, and the existence of other factors, if any, which the court may consider as potentially affecting the accuracy of integrity of the DNA testing. So this rule shall not produce a DNA testing without need of a prior court order at the behest of any party, including new law enforcement agencies, before a suit or proceeding is commenced.
Section 5 DNA testing. If the court finds that the requirements in Section 4 hereof have been complied with, the court shall order with, where appropriate, that biological samples be taken from any person or crime scene evidence. So, kung angay ba magmando ang korte nga kuha no biological sample ang isa ka tawo or ebidensya gikan sa crime scene. So, second is impose reasonable conditions on DNA testing designed to protect the integrity of the biological sample, that the testing process and the reliability of the test results, including the condition that the DNA test results shall be simultaneously disclosed to parties involved in the case. And so magbutang og mga kondisyon. Example is maprotektahan integrity sa isa ka sample, or maybe ang kuhaan og sample. Then masiguro nga husto og kasaligan ang maong proseso sa DNA testing, ug ang process sa DNA testing is may mapahibalo ang both parties or ang duha ka partido.
Third is, if the biological sample is to such an amount that prevents the conduct of confirmatory testing by the other or the adverse parties, and where additional biological samples of the same kind can no longer be obtained, issue an order requiring all parties to the case of proceedings with the witness and the testing to be conducted. So kung angay or gamay ra ba ang kuan nga DNA testing or sample, kung gamay ra, wala na dapat dungagan or kuhaan. Next, an order granting the DNA testing shall be immediately executory and shall not be appealable. Kung ma-execute na gani ang isa ka kuan process og dili na gina dapat maapila. Any petition or for certiorari initiated therefrom shall be not in any ways stay the implementation thereof unless a high court issues an adjunctive order. Maybe kung in sa higher court na ang mo grant og ingana. The grant of DNA testing application shall not be construed as an automatic admission into the evidence and component of the evidence that may be obtained as a result thereof. So, walay kung then maimplementahan ang mga DNA, dapat dili na pwede maapilar o dili then ipatuman. Bisan pa og naay petition sa judicial review o dili kini mapahunong ang maong testing. So, walay automatic nga admission or bisan mag-grant pa ang DNA test, dili din automatic kong dawaton ang resulta isip ebidensya. Dapat maagigyapon og legal process. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Section 6, post-conviction DNA testing. Post-conviction DNA testing may be available without of prior court order to the prosecution or any person convicted by final and executory judgment, provided that a biological sample exists. Such sample is relevant to the case and the testing will probably result in the reversal or modification of the judgment of conviction. Section 6, various laws and regulation often pertains to post-conviction relief and DNA testing. Here's a general overview. Post-conviction relief refers to the legal process where a person convicted of a crime can challenge their conviction or sentence. This can be done through various means, such as number 1 is appeal, challenging the conviction or sentence through the appellate court system. 2 is post-conviction petition, filing a petition with the trial court to vacate or modify the conviction or sentence. And the last is executive clemency, seeking a pardon or communication of sentence from the governor or president. DNA testing. DNA testing can be crucial aspect of post-conviction relief. In some cases, DNA evidence can, number 1 is exonerate, prove a person's innocence and lead to their release from prison. 2 is confirm guilt, reinforce the conviction by matching DNA evidence to the defendant. Post-conviction DNA testing laws. Various states and countries have enacted laws governing post-conviction DNA testing. This law often, number 1 is provide a right to testing, allow convicted individuals to request DNA testing. Number 2 is specify eligibility, define which cases are eligible for DNA testing. 3 is outline procedure, establish procedures for conducting DNA testing and handling the result. Some notable examples of conviction DNA testing laws include Innocence Provides Act 2004, a federal law providing funding and guidelines for post-conviction DNA testing. Two is specific laws. Many states have enacted their own laws governing post-conviction DNA testing, such as California's Proposition 69/2004.
Section 7 Assessment of Probative Value of DNA Evidence. In assessing the probative value of the evidence presented, the court shall consider these following. The chair of custody include how the biology sample were collected, how they were handled, and the possibility of contamination of this sample. The DNA test methodology includes the procedure following in analyzing the sample, the advantage of this and disadvantage of this procedure, and compliance with a scientifically valid standard in conducting the test. The forensic DNA laboratory includes accreditation by any reputable standard-setting institution and the qualification of analysts who conducted the test. In the laboratory is not accredited. The relevant experience of the laboratory in forensic casework and credibility shall be properly established, and the reliability of the testing result as were in after provided. The provision of this rule of court considered the apprehension of evidence shall apply suppletorily.
Section 12 Confidentiality. From the word confidential, it is kuan siya restricted or secret nga dili ang ipahibalo or limited ra bitaw ang makabalo. Stated dire ang section 11. Confidentiality. DNA profiles and all results or other information obtained from testing shall be confidentiality. And then nata exemption, they state that except upon order of the court, DNA profiles and all results or other information obtained from testing shall be released in the following. Una siya ang kuana exemption, dayon the following are person from whom the sample was taken. Katong person nga kuan og sample sa DNA, dayon lawyers or private complainants in criminal action, duty authorized law enforcement agencies, and other person as determined by the court. So mao na sila ang mga exemption sa order sa korte. Whoever disclose, utilize, publish. So dire no og kinsa ang gagamit o gakalat sa information sa or ug kinsa nga klase nga form sa information, a DNA profile without the proper court order. So nasa sa exemption dapat upon the order of the court. So without o kung wala bitaw gikuan sa korte, wala sa order sa korte, shall be sila liable for indirect contempt of the court wherein the evidence was offered, presented, or sought to be offered and presented. Next is where the person from whom the biological sample was taken files a written verified request to the court that allowed the DNA testing for the disclosure of the DNA profile of the person and all results or other information obtained from the DNA testing he same may be disclosed to the person named in the written verified request. So, for example, ang usa ka person nga kuwag sample sa biological kay naggama og written verified request nga kini ihatag ni nga kuan pwede nimo ni ihatag dito ni Tampulano basta kay ang korte mo approve ang korte, pwede na rin na siya ang kuan katong written verified request, pwede to siya mahatag.
Following publication in a newspaper of general circulation in different contexts. 1. In 2007, following publication in a newspaper of general circulation, the City Council approved the rezoning of the downtown district to the public auction of the foreclosed property was held in 2007 following publication in a newspaper of general circulation as required by law. 3. In the environmental impact report was made available to be public in 2007 following publication in a newspaper of general circulation. 4. In 2007, following publication in a newspaper or general circulation, the government proceeded with the exploration of a land of public. 5. The organization officialized changed its name in 2007 following publication in a newspaper of general circulation to notify stakeholders and the public.
Good day everyone. Section 14. Effectivity. This rule shall take effect on October 15, 2007 following publication in a newspaper of general circulation. Ang pasabot ani sa Section 14 kani siya nga rule or regulation mag-start na siya og kalegal on October 15, 2007 after ma-publish properly through newspaper or any way this news can be circulated in public.